christiangeekcentral.com.
All right.
It says a renewed interest in chemistry thanks to Breaking Bad.
Oh, who you have a renewed interest in chemistry?
Joel Nelson in the chat.
Oh, Joel Nelson. Oh, yeah, I missed that. Hey, Joel. He certainly does, in some of those early episodes, make chemistry really cool a couple of times. I'm thinking of a particularly explosive episode. I won't spoil that, but, man, I came away from that episode. I was like, dude, this guy makes science awesome. Oh, there's a yawn. There it is. There it is. Let's open up this.
Wait till we see that on the stream.
Open. Check the box. You're mine. You're mine, Boots. All right, let's see here. I'm probably going to just start babbling incoherently, guys, unless you give me something that you want me to talk about. But I think key I discovered last year to staying awake for me is to make noises or talk.
I prefer talking.
You prefer talking over babbling noises over noises? You might not have a choice. Then you need to give me a topic, Corinne. You need to give me a topic that I'm interested in talking about.
I'm tired too. I don't know why I'm still here.
I don't know either. I'm really shocked. It's like after 1 o'clock. You got here like almost 6 hours ago.
This is getting stupid.
Watching your highlights reel from last year this morning, Peter, and maybe it was yesterday. You're just singing nonsense like I'm going to take him out with a side of fries or something. Yeah. And my daughter says, watching. Explain.
My boys, they really got a kick out of that. They've been like quoting the short one that I made into like a 2-minute bumper that I've been putting at the end of all my videos this week.
Yeah, that was one.
They have been like, Asher has the whole thing memorized. He was reportedly performing it for my wife on the way to school one morning this week. They just really latched onto that for whatever reason, which made me feel really happy as a dad that my kids liked something that I did that much. All right, let's see here. I think... that's right. I'm trying to make my way over to this main mission quest. And we're going to see if we can hit any locations along the way. And, oh yeah, there's a location I can explore. Maybe find some loot. All right, we have our mission. You know, let's fast travel to this thing. Give us a little shortcut.
Here you go, Peter. What game would you love to play in a TTRPG? That's from Tim.
Yeah, we saw that at the exact same time. Thank you. Can you...
Well, your video is lagging, so I'm seeing you in the past.
Oh, okay.
So I can't tell when you're...
Yeah, can you remind me of what a TTRPG is? Tactical? What?
Not the one to ask.
What was your favorite TTRPG character that you've played?
Tabletop role-playing game.
Tabletop. Okay. All right. I usually use the letters P, capital P, lowercase n, capital P. P and P RPG.
Yeah,
okay.
Could you write it correctly next time, Tim, please?
Okay, Peter, what game world would you love to play in a tabletop RPG? I mean, I mean, I feel like I've played in the ones that I really would enjoy playing, and I don't know if there's one that's come along. Part of me almost feels like I need to say Farscape, but I'm not sure that I would actually enjoy that, because I don't think there's enough of a power fantasy there for me. And, like, only one person can be John Crichton. If everybody wants to be John Crichton, he's the fish out of water character, and everybody else kind of has to be the straight man, in a sense. And it's the characters, I don't want to say it's the characters more than the world that I love about that show. Maybe The Matrix. I've run a game that took place in The Matrix using the DC Heroes RPG system. I mean, I like the DC Heroes RPG and just running games in that world. It was a ton of fun. Yeah. That'd probably be my go-to. And then you add like video game world. I'm not sure if that's a follow-up question asking the same question about a video game world. I mean, probably the same answer would be DC Heroes. There's that DC World, DC Universe MMO, and I just wish it was a single-player game designed for single-player play. Because there's some things I really like about that game and the way they present the DC Universe in it. Yeah. So probably something DC related, I suppose. And it's not because I'm that much of a DC fanboy. I mean, but I think comic books, comic book worlds, they kind of bring together multiple genres. I mean, you can have a sci-fi warrior from the future, and that's a character in a Green Lantern story, or even a Batman story. Or you can have a wizard who's all about casting spells, or some dude with a magic sword, and that's his shtick, And those concepts can all coexist weirdly in a comic book universe. So there's just so much versatility in what kinds of character concepts can stand side by side in a comic book setting. And since my preferred comic book setting is DC, that would be my choice.
Wow, are the rest of you still awake? I know you kept me awake.
That kept me awake. Thank you for that, Tim. And I apologize for anyone that I just put to sleep. You guys, listen, I will be fine anytime you guys want to conk out, that's totally fine. I did this last year with nobody with me. Until I think the last maybe 2 hours or so, the stream came back online, and there were some people in the text chat. But, yeah.
I forgot you had all that issue.
Yes, that's
It was
right.
the last 2 years, wasn't it?
The last 2 years. This is awesome that the stream has not died. It died once, but not on my end. It wasn't something that I could tell on my end.
Did you change your provider?
No, but a couple of things did change. One, I got a new hard drive that could have made a difference in some way with my software. I don't know. And then also, our service provider did upgrade us once or twice over the course of the last year in terms of like the speed of our service.
Okay.
And they did that for free, I think, to stay competitive with what other companies were doing or something. I don't know.
Yes. Because we switched to CenturyLink from Cox.
Okay.
And when we did that, Cox had a hissy fit and was like, well, we will give you this for the next 2 years for free. And it got kind of like a greasy salesman kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, we're done.
It wasn't even triggered by that. They just basically sent out a blanket message saying all customers are getting this upgrade.
Yeah.
And I think it has to do with market conditions changing and them wanting to keep up with it.
Yeah. Well, they've raised their prices so much that...
They got to do something.
Right.
Yeah. And once the 4G, 5G, that kind of stuff that allows you to have internet access just out and about in the world, once that progresses just a little bit further and becomes... I mean, a lot of people have unlimited data programs, and they're using just that satellite or whatever the technology is that's out there, once that becomes ubiquitous and an agreeable price, and I think we are not crazy far away from that, then suddenly I think our home internet will be run off of that, instead of like the cables that Cox has running through the city,
I don't know though. Like our internet, like our phone says that it's unlimited, but then we got an email and I had used too much. We were traveling, that's why. I don't normally use too much.
You guys have optical fiber to the house?
Yes.
Do we?
I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
We just switched though, and we're paying less now for faster internet. So.
CenturyLink, is that
I've liked it so far.
is that satellite based?
I don't know. What does that even mean?
Like you got a dish? Do you have a dish?
No.
Huh.
I don't know. They just came and put something in our house, not a dish
Okay.
though.
Interesting. Gosh, maybe we'll look into that. Where is the...
John's been happy with it, and he's pretty picky, so...
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad somebody's offering some competition to Cox.
Oh, for sure.
It needs to happen.
They've been monopolizing it for too
Yeah,
long.
and I feel like complacent. But that's a local issue. You guys don't have any interest in that. Let's talk about some nerdy thing.
I don't even have cable.
Well, there you go.
We don't have
Well, we don't have cable either, but it's...
just internet.
yeah, we just get our internet from cable companies. Well, is CenturyLink also a cable company?
I don't know.
I know Cox, that's their main thing that
I
they've...
feel like maybe they are, but...
Did I check every box here? Let's find out. I did. There's one box and I checked it. Now we go here. Activate mission.
Did you ever watch Lost in Space, Peter? You probably didn't, because I don't think you didn't have Netflix when that first came out.
Oh, you mean the new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah. Oh gosh, did I watch the pilot maybe? I don't think I did. I don't think I even watched the pilot. But we do have now kind of like access to Netflix. It's not always great, but that's so it's something I could try out. Are they continuing that series or is it canceled?
No, season 2 is coming out on Christmas Eve.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm quite looking forward to.
Well, maybe I could binge that sometime soon, or maybe during the Christmas break or something. Because I think I remember looking at the previews and thinking, oh, this looks like it could be my cup of tea. Did you enjoy season 1?
I did. So I enjoyed the fact that it was about a family.
Yeah.
The idea of a family in space is appealing to me.
Yeah.
It had a lot of kind of sense of wonder, kind of sci-fi stuff in it that I enjoy. Being on a planet. Obviously, it's serialized storytelling these days, so it was essentially a story for the season.
Nice.
The setting will be different in season 2, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Drone away. Ooh, there's a turret there. Another one there. Oh, that one shoots rockets. Gonna cause me troubles. On the doubles. Let's see here. Oh, there's probably guys underground that I'm not seeing. Alright, alright. We gotta work this out. We gotta work this out. Is that thing automated? It is, dang it. It's an automated mortar. I don't want to be messing with that. But this is where I have to go. This is where the mission leads. My voice is breaking. It doesn't sound cool when it breaks. Alright, so I'm going to have to run in there so that, because the mortars aren't going to shoot at themselves. So I got to get in that space and treat it like a race.
Oh no. Have another question or something.
It has
It started.
Yeah, that's right. Adam says it started. Let's see. All right, all right. Get out the guns. Here's one. We shoot you. Oh, he's still alive, but he's an info guy, so I think... don't be all dead body found. Here we go. Here, you just stand right there. Gotcha. Oof.
You sounded a moment there like, what was that comedian's name? You know him?
He always tries to sound like Brian Regan.
Oh no!
Like,
Mortar's gonna come for me.
yeah, going off because you said we shoot you. Like his old tagline was like, in communist Russia, like alcohol drink you or something.
Alcohol drink you.
He just reverses everything because it's in Soviet Russia.
Yeah.
You reminded me of that the way you said we shoot you.
Oh man, am I in trouble here? I might be in trouble. I should have run toward the danger instead of away from it. Okay, okay. We need to get the canteen, and then we drink the water to deal with the exhaustion. Drink it! Good job. Now, we replace the canteen with the syringe Mark 1. Now, we walk on this thing. Go up. Climb. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Don't be doing that. Oh, crap. Ugh. Can I get you? What? The mission failed? Why did the mission fail? Oh, because I killed the information giver? Dang it. Dang it! Alright. I gotta leave and come back later.
I share your dislike of having to replay stuff in games.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. I hate it so much that I'm not going to do that mission now. I'll do it later. But see, that's the nice thing about open world games, is if I do fail at a mission, there's something on the whole other side of the world that I can do. I can spend 4 weeks doing other stuff before I have to come back and even think about that mission again. And then it'll feel fresh. It won't feel like I'm repeating it. And even if I were to do it again right away, I can approach it from a different angle. You know, it's not the same stinking Mario coming from the left, working his way right over and over and over again, you know?
I like that.
You like that?
I like Mario.
Ugh. Yeah. Mario can bite me.
Probably more nostalgia, though.
I think it's all nostalgia. I think Mario has trapped people in a spell. They don't realize what a despicable creature he is.
Yeah, you're tired.
I was about to issue a disclaimer. The feelings of Pater at this part of the stream do not necessarily represent the feelings of Pater during a normal day.
That's right, yeah.
We're very incensed right now over something that's not important at all.
Oh. Where was I going? Where was I going? Let's go somewhere radically different. What's this place? What's this place? Let's look at our missions. Missions. No. Investigations. No. Okay, forget it. I can't look at menus. I'm looking at a map. Where's the map? There we go. Let's see what little circles attract my attention. Ooh, there's yellow ones here.
No.
No? What happened?
No, it just crashed again.
Oh. I'm
Better
sorry.
Save this before this crash.
Okay, we're going to this camp. Not available when you were in a fight. Am I still too close to that fight? Okay, I gotta run. I gotta escape. Okay, now I'm out. Okay. So, oh,
I only got through 15.
gotta stop and restart this for a second. Nobody say anything interesting. All right. Oh man,
What?
I ran over
Did I
the
say
extension cord a little bit. I thought I must have for sure run over your toe.
No.
I was really concerned for you. All right, now you can all begin saying your interesting things.
Things.
What's that?
Interesting. Your interesting things.
Yes, begin saying interesting
My
things
ears
now.
Hurt.
What hurts?
My ears
Try to
Oh, yeah.
from these.
say something really high pitched to keep them awake.
Yeah, it hurts a little after a while.
Me say something high pitched? Is that what?
This.
Say something high-pitched.
Is it what am I thinking? What movie is it where someone just starts like freaking out to distract people? What is that?
There's probably a few movies where that gag is used. It's a good
Yeah, I
gag.
suppose.
Just- I remember where he says, "You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?"
Oh, that's from Dumb and Dumber, right?
I'm gonna try that.
Oh, boy.
Say something. Say something.
Something.
He's not talkative.
Gonna need a
Oh, there.
Oh, there's a little cute little sound. For a second there, I was like, boy, why is Reed letting his kids stay up so late?
What is this?
At that age, there's no such thing as time, is there? It's just when they wake up.
That's true. That is very true.
Unfortunately.
Ooh, deploy, bivouac. I haven't been using my bivouac services. Right?
Dad, num num. You don't eat your daddy.
I'm tracking with you. Don't eat your daddy. Don't eat your daddy. Man, her arms have seen better days. Good grief. Alright, we're going to do this XP bonus. Because of course I am. That is disturbing. She needs to rest or sleep or something.
Let's see. What's something interesting? Thing to make Pater talk about.
I think I'm good on tactics here. Edit reset.
About the Crisis in Infinite Earths that they're doing on the Arrowverse soon.
Oh yeah, what about it?
So Brandon Routh is playing this Kingdom Come Superman.
Yeah.
What I read was, and I don't fully comprehend what the Kingdom Come thing is about, but I read that in canon he is actually playing the same Superman from Superman Returns, which of course is the same version of the Christopher Reeve Superman. So their plan is to kind of like give closure to Superman in kind of the same way that the comics gave closure to the original 1930 Superman.
Oh. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really interesting that you point that out. You know, the thing with the Arrowverse and CW is they really have some great ideas about stories and things they're going to pull from DC Comics. It's just the execution that falls really short for what I want, you know, because it's still slathered in that CW shallowness thing that they got going on. Whatever it is, I don't know how to describe it, especially not at this time of night. But sometimes I feel like, you know, like with this, when I think about this Crisis on Infinite Earth Earth story, I'm like, no, why is DC letting the CW tell the Crisis on Infinite Earth story? They're going to tell this, it's going to be lower budget, visual effects wise, than what they would do in a big movie, you know, and it's going to have the CW, you know, 20-something shallow romance stuff all over it. And, you know, realistically, it's probably the only way that story is going to be told on screen in any form. You know, it would take them like 10 years of movies to get to Crisis on Infinite Earths or more, you know. But there's still a part of me that's just like, it seems like something of a waste to have such a monumental story brought to the screen as a CW, you know, crossover event. But, you know, like a sucker, I'm probably still going to try and make time to watch it.
Yeah, no, it'll be worth checking out just to see what it's like. Just for the fun of seeing the old callbacks, if nothing else.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. That's really interesting that you point that out, though. Is that like how what's your impression on how like confirmed as legit that is? Like, this is intended to be this Christopher Reeve continuity Superman.
I don't remember where I read it, so it's hard to really assess how reliable a source that was.
Okay.
A lot of talk all over the internet about that show. So
It makes sense.
it's hard to say.
What you're saying makes a lot of sense. I could believe it would be a true idea.
I mean, I'm that Superman Returns was intended to be a continuation of Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Yes.
But whether that connection then carries on into Crisis on Infinite Earths, that's the bit that I don't know how reliable that bit is.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? This is a little bit of a rabbit trail, but I'm going to take it for at least a minute or less. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, like, I'm not going to give spoilers for this movie, but I watched Terminator Dark Fate yesterday. Or was that today? What's today?
No, not today.
Well, today is Sunday technically, but I'm still thinking of today as Saturday, so it was yesterday in my head. Anyway, they used de-aging effects and digital trickery to basically create a young Schwarzenegger and a young Linda Hamilton, as well as one other character I won't mention. And it got to the point where, like, when I was watching that scene, until Linda Hamilton started moving, I was like, is this footage we've never seen from Terminator 2? You know? Then she started moving, and I recognized that it was digital, you know? I mean, I've said a number of times before that with my particular curse that I have that picks out CG, these days, if the CG is done well enough, it is not about the believability of the textures and the details in the image. It is about how the character moves, whether it's an animal or a human being, especially if it's a human being. And so just seeing that and how impressive that was, that when the Sarah Connor de-aged character was not moving or was barely moving, I looked at that and asked myself, wow, is this footage they'd never used that they just reappropriated to create this kind of scene here? That says to me that within, I think, my lifetime, this is going to sound crazy, within my lifetime, I think we could see another Christopher Reeve Superman movie. I think that they could find ways. I'm not saying like in the next 10 years. I'm not saying in the next 10 years. But that's whether they would want to is irrelevant, Corinne. Let me just.
Oh, I'm sorry for being the voice of reason.
Yeah. Well, nerds are increasingly taking, positions of influence in the world. I can see, some
With
nerds.
The voice too.
Well, that's a little bit of extrapolation based on what they're achieving in visual effects, but I think that they could find a way to sample his voice so that they could replicate it digitally in some way. Or they could combine it with an existing actor's voice and meld the two together or something. I mean, they already do that in the Marvel movies by taking, the skin texture of one actor and putting it on the facial structure of another actor and making a combined performance. I mean, it's really nuts what they're doing in those Marvel movies in some cases. So I kind of wonder if something like that won't happen. I think it would be more likely to happen not as a movie, actually, but as some short thing, some short commercial, some short promotional thing that is just meant to strike at the hearts of fans.
Do you wonder or do you hope? Like, is this something that you would want?
I think it would look cool, and I would be really interested in seeing it. I don't necessarily... No, I'm not really hoping for another Christopher Reeve movie, but... Anyway, yeah,
maybe that's how we'll get another Henry Cavill movie one day.
Yeah, totally. Well, I do think that the age of actors is going to become less and less relevant the further on we go, and that because I after watching Terminator Dark Fate, there were some shots of his arms, and I'm like, he just said in an interview the other day that he doesn't bench press anymore, and he hasn't for a while. But I'm looking at those arms, and I'm like, I think they added muscle to his arms digitally. I think they muscled up his arms, in Terminator Dark Fate. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I just wonder,
Just because they can doesn't mean they're going to want to. That's extra time, extra money.
Well,
why don't you just hire the person who is good looking?
But see, that's the thing. It's all going to depend on audience demand. And like you and me maybe are interested in whatever actor is going to best fill the role. Honestly, I wish we lived in a world where that's what Hollywood was doing. Was like, we don't want to have star vehicles and familiar faces that are used over and over and over again. We want to be effective in actually finding the best person to fit this role, so that maybe a person is the lead in a movie only once in their life, and that's the norm, and we don't have the star celebrity system anymore. It's just actually about the art and the best performers. But I don't think that's the world we live in. I don't think we're anywhere near being in that world. So I think there's always going to be an interest in harnessing star power and keeping stars doing their thing and breaking in cash as long as they can. And I think the longer you can keep them young and beautiful on screen, the longer they can bring in the cash for you, and it might be worth it. And as visual effects get cheaper and easier to use, I think that's... I might feel different about this when I'm editing this footage later.
It's more...
I agree. I think the technology is definitely coming.
What were you saying?
It's a legal issue.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. There are definitely legal issues, especially if it's like a posthumous recreation of somebody. What were you going to say, Corinne?
Just that it took you like 2 minutes to say the same thing over and over and over.
Yes, but the name of the game is keeping me awake right now.
Yeah.
At least for me. You guys can play whatever games you want.
Maybe you should pick a different game.
No. This is
entertain.
no. This is, well, you mean like other than Breakpoint, or other than like talking to keep myself awake?
No, a game. The game.
The video
We're
game?
here to play games.
Yeah. No, I want to play this one.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here.
I'm almost done, by the way.
Okay.
If my computer can keep up with me.
Oh.
I remember back in the I think it was the late 80s, we had a show on TV called Beyond 2000, and they talked about a lot of science and technology kind of. And I remember there was a segment about very early kind of computer generated imagery, and they were talking in this segment about how one day we'll be able to bring back like Marilyn Monroe and she can act in another movie again.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're talking about now, and it is almost a reality at this point. When they were saying this, they were showing these horrible polygon things which didn't even look like people, but a division they could see where this could potentially go.
Yeah. I mean, I actually think before we get Christopher Reeve in another movie, we'll see Elvis. I think Elvis is... well, maybe I'm wrong about that, because I guess the people that are like hardcore Elvis fans are getting older and eventually dying out, but... Yeah, it's... There'll be some kind of... there'll be some kind of wish fulfillment, dead celebrity return movie. I think it's, and maybe it'll start small. I mean, it's already starting small. We're getting Carrie Fisher in a Star Wars movie she did not film. They're using footage from other stuff, but we also had Star Wars Rogue One, where it was a young Carrie Fisher that was in that movie, that was recreated digitally. So we're already starting to... And what's his dude, the older guy? Grand Moff Tarkin? Is that a Star Wars character, or did I just make that up?
Yeah, no, that was him.
Okay.
Having a mental blank on the actor's name, but yeah, that was the character's name.
Okay. So yeah, that guy had been dead for a good long while, and was completely recreated. So, and we're getting there. It's not foolproof yet, at least not to those of us with the curse. But interesting times we're heading into.
Tarkin worked for me in that movie, but Leia didn't.
Oh, okay, yeah. Joel Nelson says, I'm off to bed. Forgot I have to be up at 8 a.m. Okay, well, thanks so much for being here as long as you were, Joel. Ray McCann says, how do you feel about Robert Pattinson? What?
He's the next Batman? I'm reading
the
same thing you're reading.
Okay, well, don't interrupt me then. Let me just finish what Ray has to say. How do you feel about Robert Pattinson, Edward Cullen from the Twilight series, being the next Batman? No joke, it's official.
I think they need to stop making Batman movies. I don't really care who plays Batman.
Okay, well, your opinion doesn't matter right now. Because you're not a comic book nerd.
Over and over. Pick a different superhero.
It's surprising because I wouldn't think of him as Batman, but I guess I'm trying to think of who did I recently... I thought, well, I didn't think I would like Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought that could be a terrible, terrible thing, and I ended up really liking him as Batman. So I think there have just been a few casting... That's the only one I can think of right now, but I think there have been like some casting decisions that when I hear about them, I'm like, oh, no. But then, the actor does their actor thing, and, turns out to be a good enough actor to kind of transform themselves a bit and take on the role in ways that surprised me. So I'm definitely open to it. And I kind of feel like good for him if he can finally get out from under the shadow of Twilight.
That's true.
And weren't people making a lot of complaints about Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger being the Joker? You cut out. Is that what you said about Heath Ledger being the Joker?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to assume that's what you said. Reed,
yeah, I think that's what you said.
Reed cuts out from time to time all the way from China. I think that's right. And if you go back further, I mean, I didn't really have this problem because I didn't know him as Mr. Mom, but Michael Keaton was known as Mr. Mom, and then when the casting was announced that he was going to play Batman, people were like, Mr. Mom is going to be Batman? You got to be kidding me. And then he went on to define how Batman should be portrayed for a generation, I mean, the actors that replaced him never, in fans' minds, lived up to Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is always one that fans, for the longest time, look back at, and still some will say is the best, actor to play Batman, oh crap, a drone's coming. I've got to hide. Okay, come on now. Prone camo. Okay, good. Whew. That was close. I hate these dumb drones that fly overhead. If they spot you, it's over. They send, like, elite troops and drones, and there's, like, no surviving that.
I'm actually a little bit like with Corinne on this one, in the sense that in the Ben Affleck Batman, he was a much older version of the character, and I thought that was really interesting to explore that side of Batman again. But a lot of interest in going back and doing yet another trilogy about a younger Batman. I mean, we just had the Christopher Nolan trilogy, which are fantastic. So yeah, I think Robert Pattinson definitely to pull it off. I'm just not. Yeah, I just don't know if we need to go back in. But I would have been quite interested in continuing the Ben Affleck Batman, but
Yeah, that's a really good point. Or even an
for reasons
or even another older Batman that replaces him that's still playing that Batman. It's just okay. Affleck doesn't want to do it anymore, so let's get someone else to play grizzled old Batman. You know? Yeah,
all that said, I will probably watch it anyway.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because of Batman.
Yes, me too. And they know that about us, Adam. They know that we're suckers, and we're gonna buy the ticket anyway. You know.
Mind you, I was making a point of putting where my money where my mouth was. Sorry, I can't talk.
That's right.
Mouth was in terms of the DCEU movies. I actually chose to skip a Star Trek movie to watch Suicide Squad because to support what DC was doing. Whereas I'll be more likely just to watch these on Blu-ray or Netflix or something.
Yeah.
Them are that often.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah, they'll have to. You bring up a really interesting point that I hadn't thought about before. Is that they're doing another origin of Batman. I think what might help them is what I'm hearing about the script, which involves, it involves multiple Batman villains, which, 5 or 10 years ago, if you would have said, oh, we're going to have a Batman movie, it's going to have multiple villains, I would say that's a terrible idea because you're not going to have time to focus on any one of them. But we might be living in a time now where these villains are known well enough that you don't have to spend time on try to squeeze all their origin stories into one movie. You can just present them without their origins and just let Batman just tell a story that's similar to... I'm reminded of the story where he broke his back, Nightfall, where basically Bane, the way he got to Batman was... a significant part of it was blowing the lid off of Arkham Asylum and setting loose everyone that Batman had captured over, his entire career. And suddenly they were all loose at once at their worst in Gotham City, And he was being run ragged trying to recapture them all, And I could see something along those lines where Batman is just overwhelmed by something like that, by a rogues gallery set free. I don't know. I guess I'm just getting old enough and I've seen enough versions of these characters in these movies that I'm just kind of I'm more willing to just say, well, we'll wait and see. I've seen so many interpretations of these characters that I've just become increasingly open to what the next one will be, What in the world am I doing? Alright, I gotta get some water, because my voice is really starting to give out on me, and I still have over 4 hours left to get through. I'll be right back.
Still coming in. Can anybody hear me?
Yep.
Oh, Adam David Collins, author of Jewel of the Stars. Introduce yourself that way.
Where did I introduce myself that way?
Introduced yourself that way. Like you did on one of your videos.
Yes.
Pater should have introduced you that way. Oh, look, it's Adam David Collins, author of Jewel of the Stars. Jewel of the Stars. Now available on Amazon.com.
That big famous author who sold 10 books. More than that, actually. But not a heap more.
What are you working on now, Adam?
put out the second story in the Jewel of the Star series, so I'm just kind of in marketing mode at the moment. I'm actually going to do an extra live stream next weekend.
Oh, nice.
Not as long as Peter, obviously, but after that, I'll be launching back into revisions of the third book.
Okay.
The entire first season, so that's 6 books, in various states of editing.
Yeah.
I'll poke at that a bit, then I'll send it out to beta readers, and then I'll implement whatever changes she comes back with.
Okay, cool. I wasn't aware you had that much written already, so that's good to hear.
Writing first drafts is basically I don't write anymore because I've got such a backlog of first draft material that I have to edit, do the editing. But yes, I would like to just get back into actually writing something again, but that's only the first little step, unfortunately.
Hey, what time does your stream start next week?
8 o'clock my time. Now let me just look that up.
Behind you, but I can't speak for American time.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I've got it marked on my calendar, but I need to double check since the time change is taking place. But I'm totally hoping to come out for some of that.
Do any kind of daylight savings time thing?
We do not.
Just we had our change over a couple of weeks.
What?
We've just gone into daylight savings as we're coming into summer.
Okay.
Yeah, Tasmania leads the way in that regard. A much longer daylight savings than the rest of Australia, and over time we gradually convinced them to join us in doing the full thing. And they don't like it for their own reasons. So I think they're the only state that actually doesn't do daylight savings. Up the year, they're an hour different to us.
Were you trying to say?
They're the Arizona.
Wow, 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 wow. That sounded like some kind of little engine was revving up there. Was that
Little baby.
That was the little one. There was just enough like distortion on the sound coming through that it sounded just not almost machine-like. It was very cool. Where are the heck?
Baby's gonna baby.
Baby's gonna baby, that's right. You go, baby. Have I been to this place? Oh, look at all those boxes waiting to get checked. Let's do it. Check them. I don't know, it might be too much for me, but we're gonna give it a try. All right. Walking through the trees. Walking. Walk like a man. What? Sorry?
Well, what part of China are you in again, Reed?
Northeast.
Yeah. But same time zone as Beijing?
Oh, jeez. What? Oh, my gosh. Corinne touched me.
It just tapped you.
What?
I was just gonna tell you, I'm really tired. I'm probably gonna leave soon.
Okay. Jeez. You can say that.
He's on edge.
It's scaring me.
He is on edge. I thought you were gonna do scary stuff, scary games.
Well, I don't need to. I got Corinne.
All of China.
Hallucination is real. Oh.
One time zone. They don't do any daylight savings, so it's kind of different parts of China. The sun comes up like really early, like here.
Yeah.
Sometimes in summer. Uh-oh. Picking you up.
It's pretty big. Probably bigger than Australia, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Oops. Move the drone. Activate drone.
I'm starting at 6 a.m. your time, Reed, and I'm finishing at 1 p.m. your time.
I might be able to say hi early on before I go to work because I work on Saturdays. But
yes,
remember, ouch! You're scratching me.
Okay. Getting those guys tagged and bagged.
tired when he starts rhyming.
That's worse.
Have you ever tried writing any rap when you're tired?
No, I haven't.
Had it.
I do own a rhyming dictionary. It's on my bookshelf behind me. Let's see here. Let's see. Actually, it was our son's piano teacher that gave me that rhyming dictionary. Now that I think about it, that's so funny because I hadn't talked to her in years until she became their piano teacher recently. Anyway, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to talk about that. Oh, dang. Let's see here. All right, in about 8 minutes, you guys are welcome to stay on Discord for as long as you want, of course, but I'm going to get off because these earbuds underneath my headphones, they start to hurt my ears after a while. Just something about the way they press against my ears.
I totally understand that.
Mm.
Okay, have I tagged everybody I can? I think maybe I have. This place is very busy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this. I thought maybe I could, but maybe if I get up on that ridge. Maybe if I get up on that ridge, who knows what's possible if I get up on that ridge. I started to think of a rhyme and then I realized, crap, I'm playing right into what Adam was saying. I really do want to rhyme when I'm tired. Oh, jeez. It was going to be something about a bridge and a ridge. All right. So, wait, am I on the ridge? No. I don't know if I'm on that ridge or not. I think I'm on the ridge. I was thinking, oh, I should be on that ridge. That looks like a great place. That's where I am. That's where I am. Okay. So, I guess I just need to start shooting people. Okay, I'll start with this one. Oh, wait, I need a different gun. Okay, okay. 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 It's gonna start now. Don't be scared. Oh, how are you seeing me? That doesn't seem fair. As long as there aren't automated turrets, then I'm fine. You guys can come and try to shoot me. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, you okay. Yeah, you stand there. Now you stand where he was standing. Oh no, I can't. I missed him. Oh, somebody's got a good gun. Oh. More people shooting me. More people. Got you. Should I get that one? Oh, he's right by me! Oh man, there's the crotch shot again. Hey. Nailed him. I feel like these guys are shooting me and they shouldn't be able to shoot me. Oh, he's really close. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, this is working out. This is working out. There's no reason to be afraid. Keep firing! Keep firing! Come on! Keep firing! Stay sharp! We lost him. I feel like there's someone walking on my back. There's it happen again! Oh my gosh. This game really does offer aim assist for the crotch. That is so insane. Oh man, missed. Missed again. No.
Just saw it in the video.
That dude with the chain gun is not cool. There we go. Whew. Headshots are tricky, but so is my lady. There we go. Okay, we're doing good. They're all just kind of coming to me, and I'm taking care of them. The team that got Skell? I am the one-man woman. Man, it keeps lining up those shots just perfectly for me. Alright, alright. Where are you? Man, why does it keep doing that? It's so insane. There we go. Oh, that was in the chest. There we go. I've got almost everybody on this whole base now. There's this one straggler coming to get me. He thinks he can succeed where all others have failed.
I heard of these guys. They got scalp.
That's it. Now I just get to go in and collect all the loot. That's a beautiful thing. Wait, what is that? Are you automated? You're not. Okay, good, good. I don't want to mess with any automated. I don't want any drones right now. I don't need any drone
My thumb
trouble.
is getting sore. I don't know how you've been doing this for so long.
Your thumb is getting sore?
Yes, from
From what?
working at my computer for
Oh.
6 hours.
Well, I've become very strong and practiced in my video gaming buttoning. Oh. Don't stay. Don't stay. Don't stay and cause trouble. Yeah, just keep moving. Keep moving. You don't want to be here. On your way. Don't stay. That rhyme was not on purpose. Okay. Get the treasure. Mine. You guys have gone quiet on me. You feel, you feel like, Adam's like, Reed, I don't know what to do with him now. He's what do we do?
I'm honestly afraid that if I start talking about something I'm interested in, I'll get going and going, and you'll fall asleep because I'm droning on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of something that will get you going instead of getting me going, and it's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, I'm holding a sleeping 1-year-old.
Hey, you got to sleep well done.
Well, you guys, listen, you guys have been super helpful. Even though we are well into my kooky hours, it does not feel like... I mean, the last 2 hours flew by with you guys being on with me. So thank you so much. I'm going to get off now, but man, the fact that it's 2 a.m., that's awesome. That's awesome how fast that time went by. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
And I will, go about whatever you got going on, but anybody that's in the chat, I will try to keep track of that. I don't know how successful I'll be, but I will try to be looking over there. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay.
christiangeekcentral.com